Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, once again, I'm going to talk about Ethereum. If you've been following me, you know as of lately, all I talk about is Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. But in this video, guys, I want to concentrate specifically on the Ethereum difficulty. And after reviewing the difficulty for you guys, I also want to see the return on investment, because what I'm seeing with the numbers, it makes me feel that definitely the earnings are reducing for the amount of power. And I'm going to take an example of 100 mega hashes of power, and we're going to see some numbers, and I'm sure we will be amazed by the the differences between a few days ago and what now we can be earning with this power. Now, I still love Ethereum. I think Ethereum is a great coin. It has a lot of potential, but despite the fact that the price is rising, I definitely think that the difficulty will reach the moon before the price. So let's look at the numbers, guys. Let's see what we're gonna discover. And after watching this video, if you decide to possibly change your allocation, switch to a different coin, whatever you decide to do, guys, stick with Ethereum. Feel free to share it with me and everybody else in the comment section, so we can all learn from each other and hopefully make the right decision, so we can all profit and make, great return on investments. So the first things that I obviously like to look at when it comes to coins is look at the difficult, how things are going, and especially with Ethereum, because we all know the difficult with Ethereum is definitely going crazy, reaching really for the moon. I mean, when I opened the screen and I saw 509, obviously I'm looking at the first number right in front, 509. This is what's important to me. The rest are just, numbers that are not so important. So 509, and then I tracked back, and as you can see right here, guys, 26th of May, the difficulty was only 444, and I was like, damn, that is a big day's time. I mean, I know a lot of people are currently mining Ethereum, a lot of rigs are being built. This is why there's a shortage of graphic cards everywhere around the world. Very hard to find. Contracts being sold, mining contract, all across, Genesis Mining, Hashflare, and all them lot. So I am sure there's a lot of people mining, and with the post coming up, it is only normal when you have so many people mining, and obviously the talk of post coming for the difficulty to increase. But damn, in 4 days, look at that. Let's open the calculator and see the difference. So we said 509, 31st of May, comparing to the 26th of May, and as you can see, guys, 65. That is a big difference just in 4 days. I have discussed with some people that probably in the next month difficulty will double up. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to 1,000 and even further. And this is why I wanted to make this video, so we can now open the calculators and just calculate if we have 100 mega hashes of power. It doesn't matter how you have it, with Genesis Mining, another cloud mining company, or with a mining rig, what is actually happening to our earnings, despite again with the price increase. As we know, currently Ethereum is definitely at a very good price. It has risen again. I made a video about that. The Ethereum being added to the Chinese Huobi exchange. Definitely was a good news surrounding Ethereum. There's so many great things about it, but with this difficulty, is it ever gonna stop? So $203, a very good price. Early on, actually, it was over, I think, 215, so it has fallen a bit, but still over $200 in price. Let's see what we actually be making. So the first window, guys, I've already put the numbers in. 100 mega hashes, and I've put no power cost. Let's say we're looking at the Genesis Mining, 100 mega hashes, $2,800 investment. And if you use my 3% discount code, guys, you're actually gonna end up paying for the 100 mega hashes, total of $2,716. So let's put this actually, because it will give us a better idea. It's 2,716. Now again, you could do this calculation with your own mining rig or with your own company, whatever you're obviously in with. So 2,716, and there's no power cost with Genesis Mining. And as you can see, guys, I've put already the difficulty. So this one is actually 513, so it must be even higher than 509. So as you can see, it's even increasing. because I didn't put this number. This is when I loaded the page, it came. So 513. Let's leave it at that. We can clearly see it's increasing drastically. And I've put in the auto calculator the 444 right at the start. So let's hit first of all the latest difficulty and see what is our return on investment. As we can see, it takes us 144 days to break even, which is not bad. I mean, immediately when you see this sort of a numbers, you know, if you're smart enough, you'd say, well, that's not bad. Let's say with Genesis Mining, this is only this is a 2-year contract, and 144 days will take me to break even. Let's calculate it. Less than 5 months, guys. Yeah. Oops. Sorry. Let me open it again. So by 30. So as you can see, less than 5 months you break even, and beyond that, it's a pure profit for you. Obviously, it won't be as much as of today because we can clearly see the difficulty is rising, but hopefully the price will rise as well. And this is why I always say when I make these videos in terms of making profits, that the best way of making profits is to mine a certain coin, but try to, you know, hold as much as you can of that coin. So at later stage, despite maybe the increase of difficulty, if you have accumulated a certain amount of coins and the price has risen double, triple, then you can really hit it big. So 4.8 months, it's not bad an investment at all, guys. Still worth investing in Ethereum contract. Looking at the dollars, for 100 mega hashes, 18.74, weekly 131, monthly 562, and annually 6,838. Incredible returns, but I am sure when we compare it with 4 days ago, we can definitely see a big difference. So let's hit calculate here. So 4 days ago, guys, 444 difficulty. And as you can see, guys, 4 days ago, it only would have take us 126 days to break even. So in 4 days, we have lost 126. So 144 today with 126 4 days ago. So as you can see, in 4 days time, we've actually lost 18 days because of the difficulty. So let's look at the dollars, guys. So daily 21.49. We had here 18.74, which is almost $3 difference. Weekly 150, monthly 644, and annually immediately we can see a big difference, over $1,000 for 1 year, because of the difficulty. $7,844 4 days ago in comparison to today, 6,838. So there you have it, guys, $1,000 in 4 days for 100 mega hashes. It is sad, unfortunately, but again, as I said, there's a lot of people mining Ethereum, a lot of newcomers, which is, I'm all than happy because, you know, we all want to make money, and why not? But clearly Ethereum is slowly, you know, losing its, you know, in a way, the difficulty is just overcoming everything else in terms of even the price. Still a good investment, and if you are thinking of buying a contract with Genesis Mining, I have talked about allocating your power. Even if you feel like at certain point, you know, you don't like what you're making, you can allocate, let's say, to Ethereum Classic, like what I've done personally. I'm mining Ethereum Classic instead of Ethereum. So there are options there. If you do have a mining rig, again, you can switch your GPU and mine Zcash, Monero, Ethereum Classic, Pascal, you know, so many other coins. So definitely there's, you know, potentials there to be made. So your investment, it's not, you know, it's not in, you know, you're not going to lose money. But unfortunately, when it comes to Ethereum, the difficulty is rising way too quick. And as you can see, guys, in 4 days, $1,000 less investment profit for 1 year. So, well, again, this is where it becomes interesting. And I always said it, and I mentioned early on, in 1 year time, looking at the difficulties, this will probably even be less in terms of amount and obviously coins. But even if you end up in 1 year for your 100 mega hashes with 20 Ethereum coins, well, let's see here, 35 in 4 days. Who knows what will really happen? But, you know, let's be optimistic and say you can earn 20 coins in 1 year. If the price goes all the way to 500, 20 coins, I made even a video about that. 20 coins will be equal to $10,000 if it goes to 500. So 2 years, you could still make crazy amount of money. And if post does happen, your Genesis mining contract, you can always switch to something else. I'm sure Genesis mining themselves will introduce something else in behalf of the Ethereum. If the post does happen and the GPUs can't mine it, or with your mining rig, you can always play around. Even me at the moment, I'm mining personally Ethereum Classic, and I'm happy with it. I'm playing around with it, switching in between, because I'm aiming to get myself 20 Ethereum coins. And looking at that difficulty, I better get on it as quick as I can, because it's just getting harder and harder, obviously, to earn Ethereum coins. But hey, what can you do? Maybe that boat is sailed, kind of like the Bitcoin boat. There's still money to be made, but probably more money can be made somewhere else, like for instance, Ethereum Classic. So this is what I have for you guys. Hopefully you find really this video interesting. I thought, you know, it's a very good way of looking at the Ethereum, and not just looking at dollars and what's happening with the coin, but also very important to look at the difficulty, you know, to hopefully help you decide what you want to do. Again, as I just seen, it's still a profitable contract and there's still money to be made, so don't be scared to reinvest or invest for the first time. You still will end up making money. You just have to be patient. It's not going to be as quick as before, because obviously before, you know, mining Ethereum, it will be much easier. But then again, the price is increasing. If you can hold, definitely plenty of more money to be made. But without a doubt, it looks like the difficulty of Ethereum, mining Ethereum, will reach the moon faster than the price. Maybe unfortunate, but hey, that's life, and you know, we gotta live with it. And if we don't like it, we can switch to something else, like I've done, Ethereum Classic. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy my videos. If you do, feel free to subscribe and share my channel. And also, if you do wanna sign up or upgrade your, you know, contract with Genesis Mining, feel free to use my 3% discount code, which I'm very grateful for. You can find in the description or in the comment section. And yeah, let's keep mining, guys. Let's keep holding. And I'm sure at the end, at the finish line, we will all be smiling, because there's still a lot of money to be made with you know, mining cryptocurrency and Ethereum Classic and so on and so on. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.